Alright guys, today we are talking about Hyrox simulations. Now they are exactly what they sound like. It is a simulation of a Hyrox event. So you stack all the running and all the exercises in exactly the same order to weight and to distance. Now there are a few caveats, there are a few variations to that particular setup. Obviously we are doing this particular session with my wife Holly. We're doing the sort of mixed doubles in Manchester exactly 1 month from today, so we want to be as ready as we can be. Now Hyrox Simulation sort of sits outside of your general training bubble and your training cycles. They're a bit of just a sort of a benchmark session, but they also allow you to get a bit of confidence that you can get through a Hyrox event. A lot of people are worried that they won't even get to the end. Everyone will get to the end, but it's just sort of how you do it. If you go into it knowing already that you're going to smash it, that's exactly what the Hyrox simulation sort of does for you. It allows you to sort of get to the end of an actual Hyrox event sort of in your own gym. Now, on that note, they can come in two distinct flavors as I see it, sort of the DIY, the do-it-yourself, or the sort of affiliated and someone else does it for you kind of thing. And we're going to be doing it ourselves today because that's the sort of gym we have. We've got everything we need all in one room, so we just lay it all out. Sometimes obviously halfway through your session someone can wander off with your kit, and then the affiliated gyms sort of they lay all the kit out for you. It's all very organized and timed, and it's more sort of an authentic feel, but you work with what you've got. So like I say, we're going to be going down to the gym shortly and we're going to set it all up ourselves. It does mean messing around with this, like loading and unloading the sleds, tying the ropes and various other bits and pieces, so you do lose time, but you do generally get a good vibe for how you're going to do on the day. Now, just so the video doesn't go on too long, and because this is in fact our first simulation together, we're going to be halving the runs as well, so 500 meter runs. All the rules, the rest of the rules will be the same as Hyrox, so all the movement standards will be the same, and the order and the weights, they will all be the same, with the exception maybe of our sleds. Now the sleds are a bit of an area of contention. Our sleds at our gym run so much smoother and easier than the sleds say at Hyrox. So massive tip to anyone out there that thinks the sleds is easy at this point: if you've loaded your sled up to say 152 and you're pushing it up and down with no bother whatsoever, throw another 20 or 25 kilos on top of it, because it does feel heavier on the day. And it doesn't matter how much I train heavier in the gym, I always get there and find increase in resistance. There's no glide, there's no running with it unless you are a giant man. So just bear that in mind, and that's compounded a little bit more on doubles, because Holly's got to push the sort of men's open weight, and she weighs 60 kilos wet through, so she's slightly worried about the sleds, because she's going to run in, she's going to be first, and she's going to put her hands on it, and it's going to move much slower than what she's expecting. So yeah, we're going to be throwing on another 15-20 kilos onto our sleds today. So on that note, I think we should get down to the gym, get everything set up, get the watches primed, and start this workout, and I will talk a little bit as we go. Okay, so we're in the car and we're on the way to the gym. Today we're going to be doing a half doubles sim. Now, normally when you do doubles simulation, you would halve the exercises but still do full runs. Today we're going to do 500 meter runs, which is half the distance. In the event we'd obviously do 1k runs. That's for a couple of reasons. We're feeling just a little bit fat after Christmas, and we have another couple that are joining us, so it just helps alternate using the assault treadmills in the gym. So we'll be there in about 2 minutes, we'll get everything laid out and we'll get started. Okay, so we've loaded up the sled, we've got our little workout area down here. We're going to do 500 runs, ski, sled, burpees, etc. Okay, so we all know the drill, entire sort of Hyrox sim.
Keep going. 70, 80. So we aim to swap about 200 to 250, depending on if we can hold our respective paces. I aim for about 140, Holly aims for about 2 minutes per 500 meters. So we're coming up on the transition soon. So, station 2, sled push. This is loaded to 165, which is heavier than the day, because Hyrox sleds are notorious for being hard.
Easy peasy.
Yes, please, thank you. Okay, station 3, sled pull. 4 runs. At about 105 kilos, we're running 125 because again, gym weight runs better than Hyrox weight. Station 3 done. Going on to run 4. Okay, station 4, my least favourite, burpees. It's at this point in the competition, that you pass the halfway point, and it's a great thing to get past. I'm mildly reassured by those burpees, since burpees hurt my back at London. But I've been through this before. Mrs. Boyce hasn't. And so the little exercises like this get that feel of awfulness. Let's go. Yeah, no, faster me. Station 5.
Yep, but you were fucking, so carry on. 3, 2, 1.
So this is run 6, I think. 6, yeah, 6. Okay, this is run 6, going into fathers in a sec. Once she gives me the nod. So as we only have a 12.5 metre Astro, it's 16 of these. 16. Always, always, always get yourself some of this. On 3. You ready? Okay. Swapsies. Just touch the screen to turn it on.
So fast.
So this is the last run. Last run.
Hallelujah.
Always feels a bit sticky feet after lunges. Keep going, Hal. Done. Oh yeah, muscles from. Okay, and that's it. Sub hour. What you got on your watch? So 51 minutes. Not too shabby considering we're having to set the gym up as we go. Really cool, and not so broken that. Oh wait.
Well, that was our Hyrox simulation session down at our gym. So we did it with 500 meter runs and we split the rest as per our strategy. We've talked about it and we've figured it out. And this mainly comprises of Holly going into our exercise stations first and me last, so that I can blitz the last bit and Holly be a little bit fresh as we leave into the next run. This mainly is because I'm a much faster runner than Holly normally, naturally, whatever. So by me going last, it allows her to be fresh as we sort of go around the run together. I would imagine lots of people do it that way. Now, how you slice things up on the actual day is completely up to you. We generally find 4 times on the ski, 2 times on the row, depending on how easy and how hard it is or how much time you mess around doing when you sort of transition. So it's easy on the ski, it's sort of much more involved on the row, and that's why we do it that way. Things like sleds, I think the girls are going to be in a bit of shock when they first go to push the sleds, and I can see them coming to sort of an abrupt stop about halfway through the first run. As soon as Holly starts to struggle, I'm going to step in. Doesn't matter whereabouts she stops. The second her hands come off those poles or if the sled stops moving, I'm going to call and we're going to swap. She knows that ahead of time. We have loaded the sleds up heavier today, but I feel they still are nowhere near the resistance that of a Hyrox sled. And I think a lot of people that have not done it before fall into this trap of loading their sleds up to exactly the competition weight, only to find that the difference is massive when they get there on the day. Don't worry about it, just prepare for it. That's all you can do. Just push heavier in training. Holly had a real good time today. We both had a really good time today. We finished in about 50 minutes. We weren't completely like battered. Obviously, add the extra runs on there because we only did the 500 meters. Add the extra runs on there. You could probably add another 25 minutes, etc. Maybe 30 minutes on there to get sort of more realistic feel for the time. In maybe a couple of weeks, we're probably going to do the full simulation, as per the rules. So full distance, full weights, full time, all of that. But this one was just sort of a first step over the sort of lead up to Manchester. 1 month, 1 month, that's it, and we're there. Okay, I think I've jibber-jabbered on long enough. Please go have a simulation, go find one, make one, whatever. They are a great tool to figure out sort of where you are at, and if you are able to do more than one over time, it can give you sort of an indication of progress. You know, it can, if you say do 3 over 3 months, 1 per month, and your times are getting better, it gives you something to track ahead of the day. It gives you that confidence that on the day you are going to show up and just be your best self. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. I will see some of you in Manchester, some of you in Glasgow, and some of you in Hyrox London Olympia. I'm doing all three, and I'm very much excited to sort of get back out on the dance floor. Thank you. As I said, please give the channel a subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. All right, Mart out.